Hi, hello, I'm Chrissy, and welcome to the 8th sketchbook page video of 2025. Today, I will be doing the blob drawing challenge I do with my art. It is drawing one random, thoughtless blob on a page and looking at it and drawing whatever you see in it. That's the whole concept of today's video. This is similar to the Squiggle drawing challenge, so if you saw that, this is pretty much the same thing. I use any art medium like watercolor, marker, acrylic paint, inks, anything that can make a big solid color, and I draw one big blob or shape, and that helps guide me to what I draw. I've already done this challenge before, so look in the description or the iCard above if you are interested in seeing that video. I really enjoy working in sketchbooks, and I'm trying to share more of that art here. If you are here to just see the art or art process, below are timestamps to guide you through the video. But before we get into the video, if you are new to my traditional art videos and are interested in seeing more of them and what they are about, I have a playlist below and in the iCard above you can go check out. If you like the traditional art video for today and want to see more, please do share the video around so we can get more of a push on them. If you want to see this drawing in a speed draw format without me talking, you can find that on my Xtra channel, and if you would like to see the raw footage of my art with background music, you can find that on my Uncut channel. Also, I'm really trying to get monetized at some point, so sticking around for the whole length of the video helps my watch time, so stick around if you'd like to support me that way. Of course, you can always like, comment, and subscribe and support me that way as well. This video is perfect to draw along with, so if you care to tag along, grab a sketchbook or something to draw with and we can draw together. Of course, my sketchbook spread is character related like the majority of my art, so maybe you also have some characters you want to draw as well. I know I always have some sitting around that need fresh art, or if you care to draw the characters in today's video, feel free to do so and send it in the Discord server linked below in the description. I would love to see any of your art. Now with that little ramble out of the way, let's get into the actual art part of the video. To clarify, I won't be going into super detail with these drawings since they are just mindless doodles. The difference between this art and the Squiggle art I do is I don't try to fit my art within the blob, so whatever I see, regardless of how much it fits to the blob shape. I commit to things and I go for it, regardless of how good or bad it turns out. We do this challenge just to have the inspiration from the blob. Saves time on coming up with poses and ideas, and it saves Chrissy a trip to Pinterest and an hour of just looking for one correct pose. Starting with blob drawing number 1, we have Cherry. The blob being red may or may not have influenced my pick for Cherry because this red is definitely one of her colors. Regardless, I saw the shape of a mouse in the color and a place for a tail, so that is what sparked the idea for her pose. Here she looks like she is using her tail as a phone, even though her ear is more above her head and above her hat and not on the side of her head. Maybe in a future drawing I will consider a full body pose with her holding her tail there, something like very retro and 80s, because I feel her dress is like that era and her style, so it'd be kind of fun. It was very bold of me to draw the tail first and then decide where the hands went, because you can see I was not quite sure what I was doing there. Sometimes I can fix line work errors, but sometimes the lines are just gonna overlap, and sometimes I can't help it, especially when you are like me, jumping straight in with marker and no sketch. Her body is also very offset. If I were to do this again, I would just do it where you only see one of her shoulders, where it's a true side view and not her body turned towards you. Her left arm is much bigger than her right, and that's just because the position of her tail confused me. We have to give some grace with these blob drawings because they are just simple drawings for the sake of drawing. I usually do these as warm-up drawings at the beginning of the day, or just something in between my more professional art. No pressure, just coming up with little drawing ideas. I've been adding patterns on these drawings more and more, so I went ahead and added her cherries onto her dress, which was a cute touch, I think. And here Cherry is in all of her little cherry glory. Next up, we have Squiggle drawing number 2 with Fascination, our second side view. Usually I try to do a variety of angles, but I draw what I see, so sometimes that just means drawing the same things and same angles. To be honest, I don't think I could have done another angle for Fascination, just because her head shape is confusing in different angles, and my art brain was just not having it. And I haven't had enough practice drawing Fascination. It's more so I haven't committed to what I want yet, so a simple side view of Fascination is just what we're going with. I always start with the eye, making my way around, getting that heart-shaped head place, and her bust drawn. I always have a hard time deciding on her hair. I know her hair here is simple, but it's constantly changing and moving, so I have a hard time committing to it. So I have a hard time committing to anything with Fascination apparently, so I added some line shading and small details, a quick simple drawing, good for practice. And here is Fascination. Moving right along, we have Squiggle drawing number 3 with Froggy. Once again, you all do not get hype enough for Froggy. He always worms his way into my most obscure art videos. My sketchbook loves him, okay? The Blob has blessed us with a vision of someone lifting him with one hand, which also don't ever do this to an animal, not just a frog, alright? Just felt the need to say that, you know, here in my drawings it looks hilarious, but I don't think any animal would appreciate being held this way. I mean, look at Froggy's face. I don't think he appreciates it either. Froggy is both constantly bothered and unbothered. I do enjoy adding the little lines for shading. It just makes a very bland and mediocre drawing just look a little bit better. Showing that at least I'm giving somewhat of an effort. I know that sounds terrible because, you know, I do these in like not a limited amount of time, but I don't sit there and nitpick on certain details and try to make it perfect. I just like, it is what it is. So I also imagined the hand being Lady's hand, which is is my youngest little girl. Like, she's like your basic little blonde white girl. She has like a little cute sweater dress and she loves the color pink, but she likes to carry Froggy around, so that's who I imagine is lifting him. And you know, it's Froggy. You know, we really can't beat Froggy. I've drawn Froggy in so many poses, and yet he is always drawn very like stiff for some reason. I just need more practice, and that's what this is. So, you know, here's Froggy. Now for our last Squiggle drawing, we have drawing number 4. We have Beatrix, our third side view. That's crazy. I usually hate side views, but I'm clearly proving that I don't mind them, at least a little bit. I don't usually like side views because I can never do them right, but Chrissy commits to what she sees, and she saw side views today, and at least this one I made sure to make it a half body a little bit more. I saw a place where I could put her little wings on her back, and that was the idea of this one. I've never drawn a behind view of Beatrix actually, and I'm pretty sure this is the second time I've ever drawn her. I know, I'm awful. I designed her back in 2023 in a character emoji design video, and I wasn't at all into her, but sometimes it just takes this kind of art to get back into a character's design. Not only that, I just did the headshot in the corner of the video, so I'm kind of obsessed now. I mean, look at her. I just don't have a storyline on her, and that's what makes me kind of avoid her, because I don't exactly know her very well, other than, you know, the context of her design and the way of drawing it. But I think this drawing is so goofy. I like it, just a kind of test to see how her little bee butt would look. So here's Beatrix. Here is the last overall look at each of the Blob drawings. I hope you enjoyed watching me draw and listening to me chat about it. Let me know which one is your favorite. I love all of them, but I have to say I think it's a toss-up between Cherry's and Beatrix's drawing. I am basing it on which ones I'd prefer to redraw. And I guess I would redraw Froggy's. Fascination's just, it's a hit or miss, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine, it's bland, whatever. But, you know, at least the other three have something going on other than a side view. If you are interested in your own characters showing up in one of these simple drawing videos, go ahead and check out my Ko-fi and Toy House linked in the description to get your own character commissioned for this kind of art. Of course, I have some more professional stuff there as well, but you know, just go check out and see what you like. That's all I have for today's video. I'm sorry for like the very low energy, Chrissy. I know it's been a while and I'm out of practice for voiceovers and it's really too cold where I am to be up in high energy and I'm tired. But I've had this footage sitting around for a while and I need it done. So if you see me post some more traditional art videos like this, that's what that is. I plan on doing more sketchbook pages per usual, like always, with some more drawings like these. They are super fun and quick. Well, not super quick, but faster than my normal work. Like always, let me know what you think in today's video. Thanks for sticking around the whole way through, and if you just skipped to the ending, thanks for clicking on my video anyway. That's all I have for today. I will see you in the next one. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. If you have anything I could pray for, please let me know in the comments. I love you, God bless you, and have a wonderful day.